Welcome, lords and friends, to the latest installment of the Game of Thrones. Welcome to Jon Snow's adventures. He's 58 years old. I thought he was a little older than that, actually. Last episode, we gained Pentos, but we lost many, many things. We lost Daenerys at the start, died of death. We lost our son, Kraznys, killed by the dragon Sylviax. We lost Daeron Stark Targaryen, killed by the dragon Rhaegal. We lost Haela Stark Targaryen, killed on the battlefields of Pentos, and finally Rhaella Stark Targaryen, killed in cold blood by a White Walker after she valiantly tried to reclaim the family's birthright. What a fool. We are left with Princess Daenora of Pentos. We are left with Sir Haerys of Velvet Peak, and we are left with Princess Lyanna of Pentos. I've done a couple of other things since last time, because some of you pointed out that there were some issues with the family tree. First things first, so I've actually added Lyanna Stark to Jon Snow's family tree as his mother. Rhaegar is his father. Lyanna is his mother. He now has grandparents as well. So Rickard Stark there, his grandfather, and Lyanna Stark, his grandmother too. That's looking a lot better. Not only that, I've tidied up the Targaryen side of things a little bit. So you guys pointed out that Haerys, despite being a Targaryen, was matrilineally married off to Lyanna of Pentos, who I, to get around that, have also made Targaryen. The only other way would be to break up their marriage somehow, which outside of save game editing, there's no way to do. So I made her a Targaryen, so that any children born of their family will be Targaryens, and their son Jon Targaryen is also Targaryen. House Targaryen will live. House Stark Targaryen, however, the branch house, or I guess Targaryen is now branch house of Stark Targaryen, is looking a little more risky. 4 living members, descended from obviously Rhaegar and Lyanna. We have Kraznys and his children. Kraznys and his children, and Daenora is it, besides Jon himself. So we've got to keep a very close eye and make sure Dennis of the Sunrise Gate is married off, is kept alive, because he's our last legitimate male heir. Would Jon Snow get remarried? Of course not. That's not going to happen, because I don't think it suits his character, and I don't think it suits him as a person. I don't think he would remarry at the age of 58 just to try and get some heirs. That seems a little odd. I don't think that's the type of thing that would fall into his character. So I guess up next we have Dennis of the Sunrise Gate. Now, is there anyone good for him to marry? No. I think we need to find someone for their traits. I think we need to find someone for their traits, to be honest with you. I think we need to find someone who's perhaps a genius, a prodigy, something like that. Let's go seriously? Seriously? What? Am I going crazy here? It's not my stewardship. Let's try this again. Right, let's go genius then. See if genius... So genius works. Wait, what the fuck is happening? Am I going crazy here? Hang on. Wait. Genius? You're telling me there's not a single genius character in the whole world? I feel like I'm being lied to. Let's try wise. Okay, wise is the +5. There's also an other there we can marry. Seneschal of the Grey Glen. That's useful. Okay, so let's see if there's any wise characters that are maybe willing to join our court. There is one guy, Omer of Highgarden. Have we got any women? Gender, women? Married, preferably not. We're looking for age around 6. Sabelle will come to our court. Why is there no prodigy characters? I swear we had some kicking around. Oh, it doesn't matter too much. I mean, we can invite her over and obviously arrange the marriage. She is highborn as well. She's an Andal. Like an actual Andal. Not as in a Westerosi Andal, but someone from Andalos, which is this province in northern Pentos here. Why can't we form the kingdom of that? Do we have to not be a king? Has the culture group Andal? Oh, because Jon Snow is a Northman, he actually can't do it. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's invite her to the court anyway. Yep, sure. Let's get her here and let's betroth her off. She's 16. So there's a 10-year age gap. That's not too bad. They get married at 14, so it's really not a big deal. New guests recently fell into a period of interregnum, with the Great Council of Nobles being called to determine the heir. Interesting. Daenerys obviously threw a bit of a spanner in the works, so she broke the wheel, I think is the quote. Right, let's get you married off to Dennis of... Oh, God, where is he, please? Let me marry you off, my boy. Where is he? Our heir... Right, arranged marriage between... betrothal, maybe? Between Dennis and... What was her name? Her, Sabelle. Yes, good. Awesome. There we go. That's keeping the future generations a little bit guaranteed there. If we could get that wise trait, that's going to give us a big advantage, because all of our characters so far have been fairly mediocre. Jon Snow doesn't start with anything. We didn't breed any particular traits to the family tree. He had appealing, which is essentially a worse version of fair or attractive. So that's not fantastic. We've, of course, got dragons kicking around, but that's not a guaranteed success. And I can't rely on that every generation, so we didn't start working on the eugenics game. I would say a tiny little bit. Okay, so... First things first, my daughter Princess Daenora has approached me about a faith of the Seven. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to become Faith of the Seven, but we're engaged in a theological debate. Okay, she's come back to me in Northman. Jon Snow doesn't strike me as a person that would be worshipping the old gods at this point, the northern gods, seeing as they're so associated with winter, and winter is sort of kind of prominent right now, huh? So Arya Stark Targaryen tried to catch the dragon Parkland and failed. Who are you? You are Kraznas's daughter. We should be definitely marrying you off matrilineally right fucking now. Anybody? Jesus, no, not at all. I'm not marrying off to a 34-year-old wildling. That's Craster's son. That's Craster and Gilly's son, so no, we're going to find you someone better when you're slightly older. Oh, you know what? It's a marriage, isn't it? So we could also try and arrange a betrothal as well. See if there's anyone close to our age. BMR Aaron. He's simple. Oh my god, it's a -8 to everything. Wow, that is terrible. Okay, so we're going to start Targaryen. We're going to find you someone that we can betroth you to. So she's 14, so actually 14-year-olds, I believe, are capable of getting married in this. So we want to look for men who are not married. Apparently ruins count as men. They are not a ruler. They are well within... Oh god, look at all the others kicking around. How many White Walkers are there? Holy shit. Join court, yes, preferably. Or, join court, yes, we can check, I guess. See what we've got here in terms of contenders. Let's reverse the age here. Honourable, Marinese, Riverman there. Roland Nayland. He sounds appropriate. Selmy. How's Selmy, really? Some distant relative of Sir Barristan, perhaps. Septim, Lord Baelon. I have no idea, but we could go for this guy. Seems like he could be okay. 18 years old. There's only 4 years between them there. Byron Selmy. Selmy being a highborn house. Sure, why the fuck not? And he's also got a bloodline, apparently. Oh, of Garth Greenhand. Okay, sure, fair enough. Let's invite him to court and just force him to marry our granddaughter there. So Arya Stark Targaryen, let's keep a close eye on her. Built a lair in Velvet Peach. There are plenty of dragons to go around. Drogon would be the one we'd want to get, because he's obviously the biggest, the strongest. I think that would be the most appropriate right now. Right, Byron, please marry her matrilineally. House Stark Targaryen has to live. And if that means marrying off all the daughters matrilineally and avoiding marriages, so be it. Marriages for, you know, political alliance. We want to obviously keep the family alive beyond that. What do you want then? You've got stewardship, diplomacy. She's shit at everything. I'm going to give her a stewardship in the hopes that it'll give her... Oh, fertility. I was going to say you don't gain fertility with stewardship, do you, anymore in this mod? Or unlike the base game where you get like the 20% bonus, I believe, if you might have touched. Excuse me, I'm trying to find anybody. Yeah, it's just a tax modifier in stewardship. That sucks. Okay, well, it doesn't matter too much. It's still, you know, obviously training in stewardship isn't a bad thing at all. Jon Snow has had a long life. A difficult life, you know? Murdered once. Night's Watch. Bastard. Finds out about his true heritage. Thrown into turmoil via that. Wife dies. Ygritte obviously died a lot earlier in his life as well. Lost it all. Moved over to a continent, loses his throne, his homeland, his family's home, and now lives in Pentos. Became a king right at the very end here. So I feel like he's had a nice story arc. Oh, Sir Arya Stark Targaryen actually managed to tame Parklon. Parklon, the very small dragon, a child of Drogon there. Drogon is still somewhere loose amongst the world with 38 martial. We need to tame this dragon. Drogon needs a dragon rider soon so that we can deal with that. And, you know, he's obviously the most powerful dragon in the world right now as well. Do not bother me with such news. Just in case we do get some sort of family struggle. House Targaryen versus House Stark Targaryen. You know, Dance of Dragons version 2.0. If we have Drogon, that's going to give us a hell of an advantage in that. I saw a comment last episode as well saying that we didn't legitimize Gendry and to make him a true Baratheon so House Baratheon doesn't die out. There's unfortunately nothing we can do about that. He's not in our court and he won't move. He's also been legitimized under a different house. He's been given a noble house. So he's no longer a member of House Baratheon. We can invite him to our court. I don't think we can actually make him a Baratheon, though, because he's already taken on House Spevins. Instead, he's formed his own noble household there. King Jon Stark Targaryen, I hereby invite you to participate in the tournament of Mother's Valley, where the best knights and lords of Andalus shall be invited to compete. Sure, of course we will. We'll go for that one. So he's at our court. Can we do anything with him right now? Can you have him assemble a mercenary company? No, we actually can't raise him up to be House Baratheon, because like I said, he's already... We can't legitimize him. He's already a noble house, which kind of sucks that the AI has taken the ability to do that from us. But, you know, his children still have that bloodline, that Baratheon bloodline there. There's really nothing we can do, huh? Honorary title. I mean, make him our keeper of our bodyguard. Sure, that seems appropriate. Gendry is Jon's bodyguard, or Edric Storm, as of course he was called in the books there. I don't know why he was not called Edric in the show. I have no idea. After arriving at Mother's Valley, the first day of the tournament began in earnest. You tilted against many lesser knights throughout the day, most of whom you unhorsed easily. Okay, we've made it through to the final rounds of the tournament. We can place a bet, apparently. Place a bet on a competitor anytime during the competition via a diplomatic interaction. My god, the hiccups are relentless. They are killing me today. So it is between Sir Jaehaerys Drinkwater Jon Stark Targaryen, Donald Modane, Lark Nestoran, Ethelmure Syrowanis, or Colmar. These are very Andor names, aren't they? This is like no different to being in Westeros all over again. Sure, in my horse, so perhaps I can place a bet. Do we want to place a bet on ourselves, maybe? What's our personal combat? Well, we're getting bonuses from the dragon, which doesn't seem entirely fair, and we're resurrected and chosen by law. Place a bet? Can we place a bet on the tourney? Sure. Make a large bet on Jon Snow. Let's do it. Let's see if we can win this one. Not only will we get the money from winning the tournament, we'll also get our bet back as well. Nice. We've won. Crowd gives a great cheer at victory and is relieved to see Colmar is unharmed. A fine hit. No one can beat me. We're fighting Sir Gerris Drinkwater, our Master of Laws, a stone Dornish man, another one of the Westerosi exiles. Hit. Nice, we got him. He's unharmed. We've dehorsed him. Unhorsed him, I think is the right word for it. We are up against Lark Nestoran, a true Andal man, an Essosi Andal man. Steady. Come on, take him out. Oh, shit. Okay, this guy's doing a little bit better. He's only got 20 personal combat, so I have no fucking clue how. Got him. Fine hit, I must say. The crowd gives a cheer at your victory. He is unharmed. None can beat me. Oh, nice. We actually did it. Victory is mine. I've defeated all who have stood before me. No one is incapable of unhorsing me. Probably because he is an absolute unit. Jon Avalanche, once again, proven that he is an immovable man. The only thing that can move him is the sight of food. Victorious. Jon Stark Targaryen has won the tourney, therefore you have won your bet. A shrewd gamble, win 56 gold. Nice. So we turned our 40 gold into 56, and we also got the bonus for winning it in the first place. We can hold a Northern Melee, which is basically a tournament, but for the Northern culture specifically. So it's a little less pomp and a little more lethal, is to my knowledge of how that works. Should we commission a sepulchre for Daenerys, maybe? So sepulchre, however you want to say it, is essentially a tomb, right? It's basically the tombs under Winterfell you would consider in a sepulchre. Right, let's do it. You've decided to commission and raise upon a grand sepulchre for future generations to gaze upon. What should be carved into it? Speak of me. We can either have it speak of Jon Snow, Rhaegar, or Lyanna. Lyanna already has obviously a tomb in Winterfell. Rhaegar, I don't think got anything though. Robert Baratheon wanted all of the Targaryens actually taken out of the tomb and their bodies burnt. So I don't think Rhaegar Targaryen, who was also Daenerys' brother, so it'd be kind of honouring her memory in a way as well. Let's do it. Let's speak of Lord Rhaegar. Let's do it. This sounds kind of cool. Lord Nestor's tourney is finally over. I've not actually done this before, so we'll see what happens with this one. Donald of Sandalos wants to be our designated regent. Sure, I guess we've got no one else to give it to right now. The Andals actually like us quite a fair amount, don't they? What is it like? Foreigner, religious differences, -10. Yeah, I thought that would be the case. In memory of Rhaegar. Benara Spevens, that was Gendry's daughter there, died. Very strange. Oh, and his wife has also died? God, House Baratheon has been wiped out here, the descendants of Robert. The sepulchre you commissioned has been finished and raised on the spot you chose for it. You examine the inscription. This tomb was built by King Jon in memory of Rhaegar of House Targaryen, his father and Aerys' son. He was a caring father and husband. Debatable. I think he actually left his wife and children in the capital to be killed by Gregor Clegane and fled and bedded and wed another wife. Very strange. Anyway, he lived a good life. He didn't. He died very, very young, having been caved in by Robert Baratheon's hammer, but we'll ignore that one too. Ever will stand this memorial. You leave the tomb content with the knowledge that many centuries from now, when the paint has long faded, scholars will be able to study these inscriptions in an effort to glean the wisdom of their words. It's perfect. Raised to sepulchre. General opinion +5, diplomacy +1. Not as powerful as the base game. It gives general opinion +10, doesn't it, when you raise a runestone in the base game, having done it recently in the other series. Our Hand of the King, Commander Dennis of the Sunrise Gate. I'm hoping it will help tweak his education somewhat. You got Curious, which is obviously fantastic. If you get Shrewd or Diligent or Fashionable, wouldn't be bad either. There's a lot of good traits you can get out of Curious, but I guess each one, by adding more things that Curious can turn into, you're lowering the chance of getting Shrewd, which kind of sucks because obviously Shrewd is incredibly good. Arsemaester Yorick approaches you and presents you with a request to buy a small plot of land. Sort of plan to a burger. No, you've got enough already. We've already restored the Citadel. You get nothing else, my friend. I really want Pentos. Did we not get a claim on Pentos last time? Oh, we can't because we're at truce with him, aren't we? Let's hope he dies before Jon Snow dies. Before Jon Avalanche dies. They're both fat, so it's a case of which one's going to get the coronary artery disease catching up with them first. Lord Ruru of Mylanos has formed an alliance with Prince Gorello of Pentos. Could we maybe kill him? I don't think Jon would kill a man. Jon does strike me as the type of man that would murder anybody. I feel like there's too much Ned Stark going on in his brain for that one. We've got the High Lordship of the Davos Hills and the High Lordship of the Westerosi Revolt. We need to keep the Westerosi Revolt because that gives us unique decisions whereby we can make alliances with other rulers. Assuming that still works. Yeah, ally against Winter. The Envoy of the Bank has arrived at Velvet Peak. He's asking repayment of the loan, of course. Yeah, we took out a loan from Karth to fight the war against Pentos. I have the coin right here. It's only 46 gold, so I'm more than happy to throw that away. 47.6 gold, I should say. A dragon arrived in our court. Did anybody tame that, or is that just it turning up? Oh, of course. Septim Barono has tamed it. Septim Barono is now a dragon rider. Faith militant, quite literally. You will convert or you will be burnt. A daughter was born to Byron Selmy and Soraya Stark Targaryen named Daisy. Good, okay. Stark Targaryen legacy. Living on a little bit. Also a highborn daughter there, born to House Selmy, of course. Right, you get Thrift, because you're terrible. Daisy, let's just name you after a random ancestor. Boom. Jocelyn. We don't care about these. This is just to keep the family name alive in case we need an emergency secondary sort of branch family. City of the Plains of Magus, from as long as Pentos isn't suffering. Pentos is huge as well. Definitely one of the larger... Oh, God. A daughter was born called Liara. Okay. And Brandon. Brandon died... Oh, that's a real shame. So, Brandon Stark's children here. So, Bran actually had children. Oh, this is Bran Stark's grandchildren. So, Liara Stark is alive there. Okay, so House Stark is still going on. We should probably matrimonially marry her off at the age of 0. Seems a little odd. Marry House Aaron. Would that not put House Aaron to extinction? Well, there's 2 of them left. Should probably marry those guys off as well. It's going to be difficult keeping all these noble houses alive. We got Arya Stark. What's she up to? She's 55. She had 1 child, obviously. And yeah, Aaron there. She's married off to Aeron Marsh, and they had 2 kids. Okay, so House Aaron is still kicking around, huh? Not doing too bad. Randall Tarly. Oh, God. Braavos has gone to war with us. Sea Lord Becco the Mild. What are they here for? They want the Whispers. Braavos see Pentoshi trade war over the Whispers. They don't actually want anything. They just want to destroy our trade post. I'm not so bothered about that. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really give too much of a shit about a trade war. How many men have they got? It's going to weaken us either way. So we obviously want to fight it. More resource against White Walkers and all that. 13,000 men. We have 11,000 men. But we have dragons. We have dragons, and they definitely don't last time I checked. Braavos does not have too many dragons here, so let's do it. Let's take them out, team. I think we can fight this. Plus, it would also be a show of power, wouldn't it? If, oh, shit. Our Maester became an Archmaester. Sure, so we're going to have to employ a new one. And we've got ourselves Master Ethan. Ethan, welcome. Oh, he's a very good Master. Look at this guy. Maester Ethan Riswell. Wow, he's insane. Just Maester, poet, skilled fighter, diligent, patient, gregarious, charitable. The more I look, the better he gets. Welcome aboard. And he's, of course, highborn as well. House Riswell there. All right. Let's see what we've got. 11,000 men. Again, some collected ample tax. I didn't even realize we were collecting tax, but that works out well for me. Thank you very much. Should be upgrading, I mean Pentos when we get it. We still need to revoke Pentos, don't we? Waiting for this dude to fuck off and drop down dead. Siege Mother's Valley? Don't siege my Mother's Valley. That's incredibly rude. Oh, God, I've just realized what I've said. Ban this man. Demonetized? What do you mean demonetized? All right. Dragon Riders. Squad up. Lyanna. The Dragon Rider. That seems very appropriate. Who else have we got? Hayrus the Dragon Rider. We've also got Soraya the Dragon Rider. My God, we are in control of many dragons right now. 3 have become many, many. Okay, 12,000 men. They've split off, but we are going to catch... Oh, man, they've split their armies up. Bad news for them, because obviously they've got more fucked up commanders. Deploy the dragon. We can kill them all in one fell swoop. Lord Master Kosomo Zayan of the Daenerys Hill tried to slay your dragon and failed. Nakamo tried to slay your dragon and failed. Their morale is destroyed instantly. Meeting 3 dragon riders, my daughter and my son. Oh, that's kind of impressive. Jon Snow and his 2 children on the field of battle, riding... What dragons have they got out of interest? Tormoxen. And what about you? You've got Viserion. That's a fairly impressive one. Of course, we've got Rhaegal. That's not the Viserion, is it? Because the Viserion died. Yeah, that's a younger Viserion. This is what, Drogon's... This is Drogon's spawn. Nice. They didn't stand a goddamn chance. Morale is immediately broken. Captures some prisoners. The commander of the Titan of Braavos is pretty hefty. Let him rot. He's a good prisoner to have, I think. Chase their troops. Let's kill them all again. If we have to use the dragons as much as possible, more than happy to do. Let's take back our province, if you don't mind. Braavos, what were you thinking? I guess the AI doesn't really know how to take into account dragons, which we clearly have quite a fair amount of. Deploy the dragons again. Burn them all. Lord Master Ferrajo Antarion of Antarionos tried to slay a dragon and failed. Their morale is broken immediately, and we kill 4,000 of the men. Well, I mean, we're killing 10 times the men that they're killing, so that's always great news in war. We can kill more of their troops, then I guess we'll take the fight to their actual capital. We got 94%. Actually, we might not have to. We might not be capped at... Well, we're clearly not capped at the 75% battle war score, because it's a defensive war. We should hunt them down, though. 100%. Do we want to torch them? Do we want to torch Braavos to prove a point? I don't think that's in Jon Snow's nature. He's going to give us 650 gold anyway, so I would definitely take that. Thank you. Alright, let's get these troops down. Man, we've got a hell of an army now, huh? I really would like Pentos. If we could get Pentos, all the pieces are in place for building up a powerful enough force to try and push back against Winter here. Just went on this old fucker to die, or until we can revoke his title, which we still can't. How long are we at truce with this guy for? Where the fuck does it say? Oh, it'll be on us, won't it? We are at truce for another 6 years. Man, we've just got to outlive him. He's 64, we're 62, yet still maintaining our youthful looks there. And she looks no different to when he was 30, so that's fairly impressive. Original 20 wins 1. That's kind of cool. I do like that now we've got parts of Andalos. I don't know if I've explained this, but the Andals, I think I did mention it briefly. All of the Faith of the Seven and the tradition of knighthoods and kings and lords and the whole feudal system basically came to Westeros from Andalos, which is an old kingdom here specifically. This is where the Faith of the Seven was invented. This is where the holy sites were, and like I said, knights and the feudal system all came from this area in Essos, and those were brought over to what were the first men living in Westeros at that stage. So they were very much the civilizers. So now we can sort of go back to that sort of Westerosi tradition to some extent. And of course the Northmen will have been heavily influenced by that as well. So it's not like it's too far detached from Jon's own culture. But, you know, it's nice to have a bit of that going on in a home away from home. Troublesome peasants. Apparently my 10-year-old grandson is an incapable hand of the king. Who'd have thought? He's got family person. Timid though, kind of. So curiosity is obviously very, very good. The Dragon Rhaegal is a ravenous beast. He regularly roams the lands of Velvet Peak, gorging on livestock of the small folk. Let's offer them vague promises and apologies. Sorry about my dragon, but he's also saved the realm several times, so you should probably just cut your losses on that one, pal. I'll just let Braavos, you know, raid your lands next time then, huh? Do we need another new maester? Oh, God. The Velvet Peak melee of 8338. Oh, that's the year. I thought that was a province. Nice, it'd be quite the battle. What we want to do is actually, the button I meant to press, do that one. We can also craft a weirwood weapon, but we've got like 2 Valyrian steel swords right now, don't we? Oh, we also have the frog spear. Of course. Multi-pronged spear, commonly used in hunting fish and frogs. Of course. Why the fuck not? That's so odd. Why can't we equip the books? Is he too stupid? Jon Snow is literally too stupid to read these books. He can read. You know, he's a highborn kid. I'm sure he was taught in Winterfell. Got Longcore equipped. We do have Oathkeeper as well. I assume they give exactly the same bonuses, don't they? Yeah, they do. It'd be a little bit unfair if your family's sword was not as good as another one. Oathkeeper, we've got Longclaw, golden set of armor. We've also got Jaime Lannister's personal sword before he got the Valyrian steel from Tywin there. Oh. Who was this? Daughter was born to Sybil... Who? Sybil Mundane and Edric Storm. The woman that my grandson is betrothed to. Gendry is fucked. Gendry. What is this dishonor you have brought upon me? What is this dishonor you have brought upon me? Why can't we act against that? She's betrothed to my grandson. This is like literally what caused Robert's rebellion. Rhaegar Targaryen ran off with Lyanna Stark. Edric Storm has just ran off with the kid that my grandson is supposed to be betrothed to. And nobody gives a shit. I can do nothing about it. Do we want Fussy? May gain Fussy. Might be pleased with you. I guess we'll go for that one. Even if he gains Fussy, it doesn't matter too much. What's it good for? Stewardship? Patient, greedy, or paranoid? Patient would be fantastic, and it does give stewardship there as well. Fine. Let the fight begin. Here we go. Let's see what this melee's got in store. Tooltip, northern_melee.11. This is too exciting, or I watch every fight intensely. Basically, do you want to get 100 pop-ups, or do you want to get 6 or 7? We'll go for that one instead. Mirio and Lord Kellis Nestoran sighted each other and engaged in combat. After a fierce duel, Morello prevailed, forcing him to yield. People can die, people can be maimed, but, you know, they're not likely to. It's more violent than tournaments, but I guess jousting would be more dangerous in that regard. You probably have a lot more control over whether or not you're going to stab someone with a sword, huh? The petitioner by the name of Tigano Vinatis requests a small grant of coin and lands. He claims to have suffered loyally in the war against Pentos and suffered great losses as a result. Give him 10 gold, sure. Reparation for his troops. I haven't been insulted too long, been the butt of the jokes far too long. My patience is running thin. That's about the only thing that is with Jon Snow, both running and thin. I really shouldn't let it get on his nerves like this. Well, stop being so fat. Maybe they wouldn't mock you so much. Sirio Daenerys has used his attendance in the feast too. Okay, so we're earning feast along with the melee. I didn't realize that was part of it, but I suppose that's better than a tournament in some regards, right? You're getting 2 for the price of 1, huh? Who do we want us to like us more? Our vassal or our master at arms? It's clearly not guilty. Lord Lyzalo, yeah, I mean, we're going to keep our vassals on side. Glad everybody liked it. Game 5 prestige. Everybody was happy about that. Spectacular melee. Grand tournament will be removed from King Jon. Are you dead yet? My God, you are slowing us up so badly. Please just fucking die. I can't wait to not be playing as Jon Snow so we can kill so many people. My Courtier Anya Aaron. Oh, shit. I will find you someone nice. Yeah, let's marry her off. Let's go for someone who's, like, lustful. Someone to help keep House Aaron alive. We're going to go matrilineal for a start. Let's sort by age. Here. Bidos. He's lowborn. Oh, you can marry... Yeah, this guy's highborn, sure. This Pentosian highborn is a little more appropriate. I'm sure she can churn out a few more kids without needing them to be lustful or anything like that. It's not a talk, but it was worth it. She's actually a surprising member of House Aaron who isn't a complete inbred freak. I like her kids, who I think both came out inbred freaks, didn't they? Oh, no, just her son, who's a simple idiot. Following his grandfather's footsteps there. Pivotal state, my daughter, Princess Daenerys Targaryen, call for my court position. Please die. We might have to revoke Pentos next episode at the rate it's going. Oh my God, he's going to die soon. 65. He's got, oh, successful treatment. Regular flagship. I think we've overrun this episode anyway. So, you know what? We will come back next time with this man on his deathbed. We will swoop on Pentos and everything will be great. Now, hopefully, Jon Snow, like I said, just got to outlive him at this point. There's 2 years in it. Jon Snow, however, not dying of disease. He's just sad. He's just very sad. Set house words. Wait, how do we do that? What shall be the house words of House Stark Targaryen? Okay, house words. What do we type in? Oh, Stark Targaryen. I mean, winter is coming. Fire and blood. What would it be? Let's be reasonable here. Jon Snow, fat Jon Snow. It wouldn't be fire and blood. It would be cake and wine. Nice. How do I see my house words then, huh? Oh, there's also a commit suicide button. I want to know my house words. I can't believe that those were what I chose. I'll Stark Targaryen. Cake and wine. Look, we gave him a fucking chance, okay? He was not fat for about 20 minutes and then he got fat again. It's his own goddamn fault. Sansa, you know what our house says? Cake and wine. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Next episode, we're revoking Pentos, because this guy apparently is not going to friggin' die. Jon Snow's 63, other guy's 65, so I think we got a good chance of outliving. Let's give a shout out to the insane top tier level patrons before my voice collapses. A big thank you to Harik, Alpha Scuff, Asuna Kirito, Atmosis, Average Gamer 419, Baniel Sedini, Conspired Sea, Crosis, Escape, Facunda Vasquez, Haydog, Jimbo, Josh Lindeen, Tesla, Michael Mullen, Necro Finland, Pelvis Presley, Sean Thornton, Smirtworm, Tom Terror 18, Bacchus Bacchus, Wolfson, and Zazzy 7011. Thank you all for your support of the Insanity Levels on Patreon. Thank you for making this series, this channel, and everything to do with it possible in the first place. Thank you guys for that. And a big shout as well to Gray, Nathaniel Limberg, Llewellyn Thomas, Acero, Betimus Max, Chris, Crazy Pat, David Van Diepen, Don, Don227, Gabriel Van Ders, Gaz, Genji Zerka, Haji Dumar, Hancock, Harry McGowan, Icy the Great, Jay Lara, James Barnes, Joran DeVries, John Holiday, Jordan Campbell, Joseph Beard, Justin Plott, Nathan Flores, Matthew, Nick, Panther Pearl, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, Sir Thor the Swede, Shari, Wolfie, Zico, Adam Person, Sudini, Fraser Brennan, Noah Gallimore, and the Insane Pickle. Thank you all for your support as well. Wow, I am dying here.